We spoke in various audios about self exorcising ourselves. I call this self exorcism. The reason is I look at thought as a very dangerous thing. It is not that I look at it, so it is so. When you look at the history, you will understand. So, since I look at thought as a devil, as the only devil and only criminal and the only thing that is responsible for every action that is done by human beings, and all the actions, or let's say most of the actions done by the human beings on this earth, are destructive. So, I would say thought is a devil and thought is a ghost. So I don't call this liberation. Instead, I'm saying it is self exorcism. That is driving out the ghost that has occupied your body. Thought is a ghost. And I would give out evidence and prove it in various ways. When you take the world history, you can see how Hitler, Stalin, Mussolini, Idi Amin, and how they killed millions of people, crores of people. And you will see Stalin alone have has killed around 2 crore people in his own country. You see the country. I'm going to develop the country. Um, so the nations were created by thought. The concept of nations and divisions. And you see the race, the craze about the race, the madness of race, belonging to a race, and hatred against another race, and that has killed millions of people. Around six, around 1 crore Jews were killed. And I am seeing, it is not that I am seeing, I am saying thought is responsible for every action. And in the First and Second World War alone, 5.5 crore people have been killed. And from 1900 to 1990, 9 crore people have been killed in wars. This is the world history. And crusade, religious wars, Jallianwala Bagh massacre, man's greed, invading other countries, and it is not man's greed. What I am saying is, man's body is just a puppet in the hands of thought. Man's body is just a doll being operated by thought. When you look at the newspaper, you will see, I will show you how thought operates, kills man in his personal life. A girl committing suicide, being hurt by the parents for the sake of less marks scored in some exam, high school exam. What prompts, what makes her, what brings that prompt in her brain to commit suicide. Thought in her brain tells her to commit suicide. And what prompts the parents to hurt the child? The thought, that mindset they have. And what makes those parents think that way? It is the social structure. And what has created that social structure in education? It is the minds of some men, and it is thought. When you take the root, it is thought. And a girl or a boy commits suicide because of failure in their love. Both, sometimes, both a boy and a girl, both of them commit suicide. Because of separation, they commit suicide. What prompts in their mind to commit suicide? And a child, when a child dies, the mother keeps thinking about the child, and she's getting depressed, and she loses all interest in the life, and she goes mad. And what? So when an image constantly comes in the head, what happens? What is it? It is mind, it is thought. A man, a husband dominating and torturing a wife, a lady. What is prompting, what is making him do that? It is the mind, it is the thought in his head. The gender. A woman as seen as a weaker gender. And in America, there was some people say that they are being operated and they are being guided by God. And there was one, Jim Jones, and his followers, he made his followers, thousands of followers, commit suicide. They just drank the cyanide mixed juice. Voluntarily, they did it by themselves, and they gave it to their children also. The parents gave the children the cyanide mixed juice, and everybody committed suicide. He told them to commit suicide. He promised them that they will go to heaven if they commit suicide now. Then, and he also killed himself. He programmed those followers to commit suicide, and they did it. Look at the power of the program. You are prone to be programmed by anybody. You look at, see, in this case of parents are programmed by the society and education system, and they hurt their child, and the child is programmed by their parents, and the child feels that I am inefficient, I am useless, and it commits suicide. So programming, the education system programs the parents program their child programs itself. That is why I am saying thought is a program. Thought is programming you, operating you. And spiritual world is not separate from thought. And thought is also, spiritual world is also part of thought. Thought's departments, I call it evil departments. No department of thought is. There is nothing good about thought. It is all evil. A man commits a murder because he hates a person. And that person keeps coming in his head, and he hates him. And he wants to be free of problem, and a prompt comes in the head by thought, and he goes and murders that person and rape. And what prompts him to rape? Same thought. And what are these good people? I'm not saying, people may think that I'm saying everything is. What do you mean by good people? Who does less harm is good. That is what is considered. Everybody tortures their child, that tortures their parents or their wife. and everybody hurts each other. No man is, there is no good, there is no goodness. There is less evil and extremely evil, moderately evil. Everybody is evil. At least you kill yourself. That is also evil. Thought in your body may not kill others, it may kill you because you believe everybody's words. You believe the politicians, you believe the religion, you believe spirituality, you believe the businessmen, and you go to a profession, you are under a boss, and you go to school and you are under a teacher. So you receive, either you receive programs and you kill yourself or you kill the others. There are only two sections in this world. I would say that there are evil devils which are programming, consciously programming, which may be 5% or 10% of the humanity. And the rest 95% are robots operated by those devils. So a share, a part of the humanity is programming, and the rest of the humanity is just receiving the program and being operated by those programmers like robots. And what is programming is just a thought, and what is receiving the program is also thought. So a majority are unconsciously evil, and a share, a part of the human population is consciously evil. But all are evil. There is no good here. So this is so your body is carrying a potential evil or evil. Either that evil in your body, thought, is killing yourself or it is killing others. It is destroying others or destroying yourself. And you have to stop both. So you need to understand the seriousness involved in it. It is not just thought which can be removed by a meditation method. It has potential to destroy anything in this world. The family structure itself has destroyed, has hurt, killed lot of people. The evil, bad fathers, the bad parents have destroyed a child. A bad husband has destroyed. Bad meaning the thought which is destructive. Many people whom you see have gone mad. What has made them mad? It is the thought in their head. When you face some sorrow, what is making you feel sorrow? It is the conspiracy of the thought. Somebody dies and you keep thinking about that person. It is not you, it is thought brings that image again and again, and it makes you depressed. You worry because your worry is thought's conspiracy. Your sorrow is thought's conspiracy. Your fear is thought's conspiracy. Your hatred against another person is thought's conspiracy. You fall into an illusion and you are pushed to attain something through desire. Desire is thought's conspiracy. Your greed is so. Every problem you face is the conspiracy of thought. Thought is personally destructive and universally destructive in both ways. Personally, thought is killing your body, and it is also, when you look at the history, all the species, human beings are being killed by thought, human bodies. So the whole humanity is caught in the claws of thought. And you are also caught in the claws of thought, like a prey. All the human bodies is like a prey in the claws of thought. Predator. Thought is the predator. Human bodies are preys. When a person gets very angry and beats the other person, attacks the other person, what do you think is making him attack the other person? It is the body? No, it is the thought in his brain. It says, you attack. And it is just being obeyed without doubt. That is why I say thought is operating you. You are just a puppet. Anger, hatred, greed, jealousy, fear, sorrow, grief, confusion, belief, murder, rape, theft, mass murders, hatred against another religion, violence, wars. Everything is done by thought. It is not the human body, it is the thought that possesses the human body is doing all this. When your father hurts you, when your father hates you, when your father attacks you, or you are going to attack your child, or you're angry at your child or your wife and you attack, what is doing it? You are just a puppet of thought, and thought prompts you and you are doing it. When your boss insults you, what is insulting? Thought is insulting you. Thought is irritating your boss and is insulting. Bribe, selfishness, corruption, greed of the politicians. It is thought. His body is just a puppet. Nothing good in this world, nothing good in the humanity. Saints are just programs of the religion. The social service is a program. Just they are programmed to do social service in the name of religion. There is no compassion, there is no love. Compassion is a program. Love is a program. Love, the concept of love has killed many people. You love somebody and that person doesn't love you, and you are longing and you are being hurt, you feel depressed. What is asking you to love that person and what is asking you to long for love? It is thought. Thought is prompting. You are caught in the thoughts conspiracy, thoughts mutiny in your brain. It is saying you long for love and you are just doing it. You are not aware that thought is asking you to long for love. Something is creating a mutiny inside the brain. It is operating. Love is a thought strategy. Love has killed so many people, at least hurting and insulting, depressing. Because of love, every family, people are getting depressed because they are longing for love. Love is killing. Longing for love, begging for love, affection. It is a disorder created by thought. There are many, many personal problems, disorders. You are suffering. Your people around you are suffering. All are mutinies of thought. They don't doubt thought. The moment you begin to doubt thought, the intelligence is flowering. Intelligence is working. What is doubting thought is also thought, but that is the beginning of it. That is the beginning of the end. That is the beginning of the end of thought. Thought has the power to kill its own self, and thought has the power to kill the whole humanity. Both are possible. There are less harmful programs and very evil programs, but all are programs. I am talking about completely being free from the clutches of thought. That is complete deprogramming. I am not talking about mediocrity. You will settle in an ashram. No. The concept of relationship is chaining one man with another person. And they are begging love and affection with this person, and this person is begging love and affection with other person. That person wants his company. This person seeks his company. This is a very ugly thing. People are very emotionally. Thought is making people emotionally very weak. And it is a jail. Thought is creating a jail of prison of relationship. Family is a jail, prison. It is a psychological prison because one brain is tied with an invisible rope with the other brain. That rope is invisible, but it is tied. One person is doing pradakshanam. You know pradakshanam. In temple, they come around an idol in a temple. Like that. Psychologically, one person is coming around the other person, round and rotating, revolving. Psychologically tied. Like a cow is tied to a pole and it is coming around and round. The same way. One person is coming around the other person. Psychologically tied with other brains. Like that, one brain is tied with 4 other brains. That is called family. Chained. Cut down all the ropes, all the chains, programs. Family is a thoughts program. There is no freedom. I am talking about complete freedom. I am talking to a person who seeks complete freedom. I am trying to help such a person. If you want to retain some program, if you don't want to be completely free, this is not for you. Please don't listen to this. Only if you want to be completely free, listen. So, this is why thought is a devil ghost. And education system has killed and it has cut the wings of the freedom, wings of the children. Education system has jailed people. Jailed me too, jailed you. If you are really sensitive, you will feel it. If you are insensitive, you cannot feel. Education is a thoughts program to cut off your freedom. Education is a tool in the hands of religion and politicians to program the children, not only religion and politician. Education is an instrument in the hands of businessmen. They just treat children's brain as a product. They are just trying to mold the children's brain to create the product they want. They want engineers, so they channelize the children's brain to come out as engineer. Education system is a factory run by businessmen to deliver a product they want. It is a conspiracy, not of businessmen. There is no, I'm saying there is nobody responsible except thought. Thought is operating the businessman is operating the education system is operating the children, the parents and children. Education system is a program created by thought. Family, a child is jailed in a family, then next jailed in an education system. Not only the child, I am saying your father is also a child, was a child, same. Then jailed in a profession. Profession is a thoughts. See, profession has crushed the brains and have jailed all the people. No freedom. If you take up a profession, you're finished. Whole life in the office. 2 prisons. Family, house, office, house, office. 2 prisons. That's it. You are finished. Your life is killed. All your time is sucked out by these 2 places. All your energy is sucked out by your family and profession, office. You are finished. Better not to be born than living this way. Better death. So 2 places, profession, just finished. Your brain is programmed by the profession. Do you see? You accept all the programs. You are numb, psychologically numb. There is no sensitivity. Whole body is like a diabetic foot. You know diabetic foot, even though it bleeds, the person will not realize, not sensitive, insensitive feet, even while bleeding. The whole body of human beings, the brains have become like a diabetic foot, which is numb. I am talking with a lot of feeling and responsibility. I am not scolding. I am talking with responsibility. I am asking you to be, I want you to be free. That's why I am talking. Profession is a ugly program. Better you go to jail than to take a profession. The whole life is spent in an office, in a room. What is the point of living? You may like it because you are accepting a program. You will say, I like it. And I am not talking to a person who is accepting a prison. I am talking to a person who realizes that he is in a prison, but he wants to come out. I am not talking to a person who still thinks a prison is a home. Right? Most of the people think the prison is a home. They don't even realize they are in a prison. I am not talking to them, but I am talking to a person who has come to know that he is in a prison, but he wants to come out. Profession is another program of thought to cut off the freedom. See, thought takes hold of your brain through social structures, profession, then religion. I will continue this in the next audio.